how to replace this. Even before that, we can add a little bit of preload, and all the way up you'll actually have the spring all the way compressed, so you might as well not have it installed. But you can change how much preload you have here, and then you tighten it over here and it won't move. That's why we use 2 nuts, so you can tighten them against another and the position will remain. And then in order to swap the elastomer, just release the preload a little, and you push this little, actually quite thick part over here, and everything comes off as together. So fairly easy. Here is the spring to simulate that gap between. So when you press on the brake pedal, and that gap between the discs and the pads on the actual physical car, so that there's usually that little gap, so this simulates that, and then it has an internal stopper to protect that spring. And we don't only use that on the metallic springs, but also on our elastomers, on our rubber elastomers, where this mechanical stopper will not allow the rubber to go beyond specified travel on that rubber, which means that there's a bunch of problems that we eliminate with this solution. Where, for example, we see a lot of other types of usages of elastomers, where because there's no mechanical stop, the rubber fades in. So you press on the rubber and the rubber deforms abruptly, and that actually creates fluctuations on the amount of pressure that it's being read by the load cell, which means that you get a very unprecise braking force. And with this we avoid that. And obviously, and the worst of it, it's when you get burst elastomers where you cannot race any longer. So if you're in the middle of a race and the rubber bursts, that's it, race is over for you. So what we do here is not only it avoids the elastomer from breaking altogether, but also you can still operate the pedal even if it bursts, although we make sure that it's operating under factory limits, which means that they'll have infinite lifetime. So to swap it, you just get those hardware stops, get the other elastomer in, put it on the brake pedal like so. Don't forget the hardware stop here for the spring as well. Get this over here, put it in place and tighten it. It's as quick as that. So that's swapped. And you know, I can even do it again just so you can see just how quick it is. Let's say, okay, you've tested it, it's not quite what you want, you actually want the stiffer one again. You just untighten it, take it off, like so. Swap the hard stopper. Put it back on. And that's good to go, so ready to use. You know, we might as well put a timer there and see how much time that took, because I'm pretty sure it was very brief. And so that's how you swap an elastomer, and a brief description of why we have those hard stops.